Hello, everybody. This is diANe, and this is Veterans Day. It totally disgusts me to hear the glamorization and the praise for a group of human beings. There are so many military exploits, and particularly exploits of young minority females within the military. And within the military, there were an extreme amount of sexual assault cases. Many of them go unreported. And my dad was a veteran. I'm not going to protect veterans. My dad was a candid and honest, vocal person, and he told me all about the exploits in the military. And veterans do not deserve any privilege, anything whatsoever. There are many groups in the world who aren't getting any special privileges or free coffee or parking spaces or hospitals created for them or free medicine or free college. There's a lot of groups of people that overall have dignity over and above any veteran especially. And I could say volunteers of the world need their free parking spaces and their close parking spaces. There's no dignity from being a veteran, and it's a choice profession for the most part, and the exploits that veterans committed while in service are mostly unforgivable. Under my video, I will put a link to groups of women who were violated by veterans in the military, in the war zones. And girls and women have suffered PTSD for years because of what veterans did to them and to their families, and the dishonor that was created to entire cultures and ethnicities. Like I said, mostly poor minority women and girls were affected. So, don't reward veterans just because they were veterans any more than you would, reward priests. And look at priests. Look at the actions that they have committed as a whole. And furthermore, any group of human being, especially a profession, is not to be honored. I mean, that's just like saying, let's praise our plumbers. Let's have Plumbers Day. Or, everybody, we all need plumbers, right? Yeah, plumbers are very important. So let's have a Plumbers Day. What about, manicurists and pedicurists? Hey, women, we love our manicurists and pedicurists, don't we? Oh, so, they're very important, right? What about our hairdressers? Hey, they're real important to women, right? And optometrists, my goodness, we need them. Our surgeons, they are extremely important. Our surgeons, our doctors, our transplant surgeons, our general physicians, our nurses, and our techs, and housekeepers and janitors, very, very important people. However, when we start glamorizing any profession, that indicates that there is a collective group of people that are privileged and that need rewards over and above the general population, and that is wrong, and that is unfair. And myself and many others that I have spoken to over the years are really sick and tired of hearing veterans toot their own horns. And it simply is a tooting of their own horn because they like the favor. It seems like every concert I go to, the artist or the band likes to congratulate. Thank you, our veterans, and thank you, our first responders. You know what? I know some first responders who have had multiple DUIs and also who commit domestic violence against their families. When we start labeling people as deserving, or I would say deserving, like a group is more deserving than the rest. The priests are more deserving. The veterans are more deserving. That is very, very wrong. And humanity as a whole is not wholesome. It is not to be respected. Individuals can be respected, but not professions and not groups or not genders or races, but certainly not a profession of persons. So I'm going to put several links down below under my description of some exploits within the military, and I want to reduce this glamorization of veterans. And you may have a brother or a cousin, a sister, a mother, a father, an uncle, an aunt who was a veteran, and maybe they came home with some injuries, whatever, but there's injuries in a lot of professions. And, it was their choice to enter the military. And furthermore, the people who were in the military within war zones, or possibly still in war zones, or even in countries where there is an opportunity to exploit weak and vulnerable females, it is done. So across the board, veterans are not exempt from, or they should never be exempt from our lack of favor, or they don't deserve favor because they are veterans. There was a lot of animal abuse in foreign countries committed by veterans, and it's horrifying. It is not a group of people that we should be glamorizing or rewarding. And I'm sick of special interest groups, getting favor, whether it's a parking privilege or, free coffee here and there. No, it's bias. That's all it is bias. And to me, it's very offensive. And my dad had lots of things to say about the military and about other men and about himself. And, there's a lot of addictions within military camps and compulsions and, sexual exploits. So, I do not celebrate Veterans Day. My celebration is to bring awareness to the exploits that veterans have caused during their stints in the military. And, I don't appreciate humanity as a whole. And, I'm certainly not one to glamorize any profession, any career, any job, any service. I mean, volunteers are as a whole are not deserving or more deserving than anybody else. But it certainly is a career choice, if you will, that has been left out. And volunteers do not get paid. And so if we're going to start rewarding people and, handing out gold stars, let's reward volunteers, because volunteers are not getting paid, nor are they getting Social Security. So their years of volunteering, actually, they're coming up empty at the end, because they're not getting Social Security and a paycheck. Veterans get a paycheck and substantial Social Security and hospitals and medical services, pharmaceutical services, free drinks, free coffee. Some places offer them large discounts, like 20. I was at a place today and it had a sign that said like 25% off for veterans. That is so, so wrong. Veterans are not disadvantaged people. They come out of the military with advantages and with perks, more so than a lot of typical female professions. So don't be bitten by the bug, people, and don't drink the veteran Kool-Aid. Thank you for watching my video in the dark.